He seemed pretty high yesterday, not in the wiggy way, Curtis, but emotionally pretty high on Quinn Priester and the potential that he has when it comes to working with Andrew Bailey and maybe thriving here in Boston. So,
do you think tomorrow he'll reveal his third favorite band is Judas Priest?
He might. I
think it's a great move. Honestly, I don't know anything about the York guy. I know he's one of the Red Sox better prospects, but they have a million guys.
You have a bunch of middle infielders, so
right.
Why not part with them, right?
The biggest job Breslow has isn't as much adding talent as it is to diagnose and find the players that he doesn't think will be talented but are currently viewed as valuable by other organizations. And so, that's what Dombrowski did. We talk about it all the time. He got rid of Kopech and Yohan Moncada, brings in Chris Sale. He was very aggressive. He knew which players to deal, and that's all Breslow needs to do.
And I think he's winning already. Like when you look at the court of public opinion, I think
once Breslow is.
Yeah, once you re-sign.
Well, just because he made moves,
but you re-signed Alex Cora, right? So you re-signed Alex Cora. You made a few moves. So I don't think there's going to be any backlash after the trade deadline if this is it, because of. And I think it's largely in part because you re-signed Alex Cora.
So that's enough for you?
Well, and you made a few moves, right? And so I think you did what fans wanted you to do.
Yeah, but moves you made, you got backup catcher in Danny Jansen, which I guess is
the right-handed bat.
It's a right-handed bat, so...
He has a great block radius. I read that yesterday. He's great at blocking pitches.
And you got a 23-year-old starting pitcher who has struggled, but that you might be able to, you may be able to turn that around. So yeah, okay.
And I think those are the two things Breslow told us last week that he wanted to focus on. So he did what he told us he wanted.
Yeah, but not in a splashy, immediate, impactful way.
But did he say that he wanted a splashy?
No, they're never going to say that.
Exactly. So I just think that he told us what he felt like the team needed. He got those two parts, and now here we are. And the addition of Cora, I think Wiggy's spot on. I don't think you're going to see a lot of fans be calling for Breslow's head.
No. And he also brought back Paxton. And so I think when you look at it, I think the next step is now, does Cora get these guys to play better and make the postseason? And then you go from there. And then it's what's the big acquisition that the Red Sox make in the offseason? Because now we know Cora's going to be here. That mystery is no longer. He's going to be here for the next several years. What's the big offseason move that they make to bolster this team?
Well, then, okay, that's fine. You've given up on this year, and you're looking ahead to next year.
No, I think
because you gave up prospects, and you got, as a texter points out here, you got a rental backup catcher and maybe a starting pitcher who, if he can turn things around, can be something.
But
that doesn't help you when it comes to being a wild card team.
This is what I said was going to happen. People now move the goalposts. Before this,
you always have said something that happens.
Did I not say before this? What was the biggest thing everybody was talking about? They need a right-handed bat and they need some pitching help.
Correct.
Nobody said that it had to be an elite right-handed bat.
Well, Jensen is not a right-handed bat of any repute. I don't think anybody views him as they view him as a good, talented catcher.
But that's what people were saying. Fill that missing void, which they did, and help with some pitching, which they did.
Craig.
And no one ever said. And I think
Craig, what about this season, Craig?
And Craig. Now what's happening?
What about this season now?
This is the season.
Impact now.
You never said you wanted an impact.
I did. I said impact 5 times.
I love team impact.
You said a few weeks ago, just get some help with a bat and pitching. They do that. They re-sign Alex Cora. Because Curtis was beating the drum about what's going on with Cora. He's a lame duck coach.
But an immediate impact when it comes to an arm is not, and maybe we'll find out tonight. James Paxton is, 34 years old? Shime?
That sounds right.
Google it. as LB would say?
35.
35. Okay. Maybe you get something. Maybe you don't. I don't know.
Google it.
Do you think the Red Sox have an advantage having 40% of the rotation from Canada?
What advantage would they have?
I don't know. I mean, you never know. Things can happen. I would also say this, Greg. If the deadline were at 10 a.m. and this is all they got, people would be unhappy.
Yeah. Well, you have till 6 p.m. tonight.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, so what's going to make you happy?
An
Vlad
impact.
Guerrero Jr. I mean, that's now. Lou, we talked about this when Lou made the comment about adding some pieces, and
Well, Lou said he was willing to part with top 5 prospects,
and
to get somebody that was impactful immediately.
Right. You were like, hey, I just want to see them add. As long as they add some stuff, I'll be happy. So they add some things. Now it's they have to add impact. All right, what's impact?
Well, so Greg, Wiggy, if Greg said I'm going to take you out to dinner and he took you outside of this building and gave you a peanut butter sandwich, you would be unhappy.
No, but that's not a peanut
dinner.
butter sandwich, though. No, now we're going into
But you just said it. All we're going to get is a bat. We got a bat.
No, now we're going.
Dan Jansen is not a bat, Wiggy. He's not a right-handed hitter.
The Seinfeld Kenny Banya. You're asking me to go out to dinner, and if I decide to get a soup, you still took me to dinner.
Yep.
What?
Right?
So but the
it's
person
not a peanut butter sandwich, Curtis.
I'm not going to talk.
Well, no, you're trying.
What does Dan Jansen do as a hitter? He's not known as any type of a hitter. He's a.
But from what I heard, based on I think I was watching the game the other night,
Craig.
they said that at one point in his career, I forget who he was playing with, but him and some other guy were very good in the lineup. I don't know who it was. I was just kind of listening, saying, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's meh. At least this season.
This season he might be
change
meh.
of scenery is.
When you got
he's
Kyle,
a career 220
when
hitter.
you got Kyle Schwarber, he was meh that season when you got
he's
him.
also hurt.
No, career 220 hitter.
No, listen. There was one season I guess they talked about he had some good stuff. I don't know. You asked for something, you got something.
He
now
got
you don't like what you got.
He had lightning in a bottle that season.
Well, I mean, maybe he catches lightning in the bottle the last.
I mean, his
few
best.
months.
He hit his high water mark is 260, which he hit in 2022.
Okay. How many home runs?
That year he had 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
he has like
There you
6 right now.
Right.
I believe.
I mean,
So what do you want? So tell me who
that's
you
not
want.
a right-handed hitter. That's
So
not a
you
hitter
want
at
Vlad
all.
Guerrero Jr.
Well, there's a pretty big gap between that and Vlad Guerrero Jr. Wiggy.
I'm asking the question.
I'm answering it.
So what do you want?
I want a hitter. That's
So
not a
who
hitter.
all right, give me a name. Who would you like to see?
I
Brent
wanted them to
Rooker.
go back after Justin Turner, but he's gone off the market.
How many home runs Justin Turner got this year?
He showed that he can
Like
hit here.
3?
Yeah, he's a better hitter than Dan Jansen. Like, what are you arguing, Wiggy?
Craig. I'm asking you the question. You want a guy who's got 3 home runs, and you're complaining about a guy who's got 6 home runs.
Oh my God, I didn't bring up the 6 home runs. Greg did.
I think Justin Turner has more than 3 home
How many
runs.
home runs Justin Turner got?
I don't know. You've been wrong about every point you've made
You know
thus
what?
far. Let's see if we
Google
can.
it.
He doesn't care though. He just continues.
I love that the onus is on me to look up his facts. Oh, Chris, look it up. Okay, you're the
You
one making
brought
the
up
argument.
guy
6.
He's got 6 home runs.
6.
There you
Okay.
go.
Look at that. Turner just doubled his home run count.
You brought up the guy. I said they added a bat.
They
Then
want
I-
to be miserable. Everybody wants to be miserable.
I mean, Courtney, they added a bat.
To
and-
compare Justin Turner as a hitter to Dan Jennings,
I don't
whatever the hell
know.
his name is.
I don't-
In this economy?
Right.
I see,
in this
but
economy.
I don't
no
know Dan Jennings.
You're the one who just was saying you knew everything about him.
I never said that.
His name is Jansen.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him. They added a bat.
He's not a bat. He's an offensive catcher.
All right. Where's Baseball Brett? Let's get Baseball Brett on the phone.
Here's Derek from Pepperell. Hello, Derek.
Guys, I'll make it quick. I'm coming in late. I was just playing golf at Overlook, and I'm on it. Greg, Grill 23.
Yeah.
Chris, I know exactly what you're talking about. And Wiggy wants a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a bowl of soup. I mean, come on. Let's go for it. This is an opportunity. Huge opportunity.
You want Grill 23. You don't want Longhorn. No disrespect to the Longhorn
None
people.
taken.
Yeah, and I don't want the $310 bill. How'd that work out?
Okay, well, maybe you want Longhorn then.
Well, Beforehand, people were fine with Longhorn. They wanted something.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, all right, I'm taking you to Longhorn and you're complaining about it. 3 weeks ago, you were like, Jesus, just take me
out.
Take me anywhere.
I would have been happy with the Sizzler.
Right. Take me to McDonald's and let's, bring me through a drive-thru or something. Then we get you something. It's like, wow, what is this? Hey,
it's kind of like you with the Boomer present every year for Christmas.
Yeah, it really is. Boomer back on the show
I
every
like
Monday.
the whiskey.
Boomer Esiason.
It was tequila.
Boomer Esiason back on the show every Monday during the NFL season. So.
I don't know. Where's baseball Brett? Let's find out if
You
this
said
was
that
a good
3
move.
times now.
Well, I don't know, Craig. You brought up listen. You said this guy's not a bat.
Right, he's not. He was not brought in to be a bat in any capacity.
I said I heard
He's
them.
a defensive catcher.
I said I heard them talking about him on the broadcast, and he said he had a good hitting year 1 year. Then I said, who would
you could have
like?
looked that up prior to making that argument.
No. I don't know. I don't know about the baseball guys. And then I said, who would you like? And you said Justin Turner. And I'm like, didn't Justin Turner only hit like 3 or 4 home runs?
Right. To compare Justin Turner and the catcher they acquired as any way similar as a hitter is absolutely laughable on its face.
Why? Is Justin Turner that good of a hitter?
A much better hitter, yes.
Oh, he's a much better hitter.
I just said that. I can say it a third time.
All right. So why didn't they go get Justin Turner?
I don't know. We'll ask Craig tomorrow.
Craig.
At 9.
All right.
I did see a story about Jansen where he has the opportunity. I don't think anybody has ever played for 2 teams in the same game, and the Red Sox have a suspended game with the Blue Jays. Is that accurate?
Oh, that's right. They have to restart it in the second inning in like July or later August or something like that.
He could be the only player to play for 2 teams in the same game.
That's very cool.
You've been spending so much time around Fenway. You've become a baseball guy.
Yeah, Ken and I, we talk a lot of baseball. We're both baseball guys.
Yeah, we love baseball. And no, I'm not back on the sauce.
All right.
Day over.
7:10 first pitch tonight here on Boston Sports Original WEEI.